don't see anything on YouTube yet.
Yep, we're live.
You serious?
Well, we're not. It says we're live on here, but it's still. It says we're live on here, but it's still.
All right.
All right, we got to add.
I think we're live now, ain't we?
Wait, can you skip ads? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Let me start this up.
Nice. Jersey says audio and video is good.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Here we go. What's up, you guys? It's ZacJacDan here with our first live podcast. I'm here with my son, Zack Legend.
How's it
and
going?
I'm here with ManCave Collectible Reviews. We're excited to bring you some conversation talking about the Marvel Legends reveals that we had back on the Fan First Friday. Also, the Mezco ToyzFair that has just occurred and ended. And some hot toy reveals. And maybe even more depending on what we have going on here, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying this and will enjoy it and interact as much as you can in the chat here. And we will get started here in a minute. So I got to first off say welcome to Jersey Geek. He was our first here in the chat. We got Magnus Lupus Gaming. What's up, man?
Looks like we got 12 in the chat. If you're out there, say hello so we know who's in.
There's Jimmy Woody. What's going on, bud? So I don't know how many of you guys out there actually do the Mezco and the Hot Toys. I don't collect those. I'm mostly Marvel Legends. I've done the DC collectibles in the past. Did a lot of He-Man stuff back in the past. Over at ManCave Collectibles, he's jumped into the Motu Classics and jumped in and grabbed a bunch of those old guys. We'll hopefully see some of those maybe in the video here tonight. We also both have jumped into the Super 7 and TMNT NECA world. But excited to talk about the Marvel Legends, especially for us. But interesting to talk about the news from what came at the Toy Fair. So here's our faces. And I am ZacJacDan. I don't put my face on here a lot. I know you see ManCave Collectibles a lot on his toy hunts and his toy hauls. Of course, he's got his mask on in a lot of the hunts, I guess. I don't know if y'all can recognize him with that big old beard he's got going on right now, though.
Yeah, this is my winter beard.
So, guys, this is one of the first times y'all have actually been able to see his collection behind him. I've been begging him to get a room tour sometime soon. We actually went over there I don't know what, 2 weeks ago maybe.
2 weeks, yeah.
And me and Zack both helped him break out a bunch of these, especially the Motu Classics, and set those up out there on his shelf.
Yep.
And you guys have seen Zack's face whenever he does his unboxing videos and when he does his toy hunts.
I was looking. Jersey Geek said that the Mezco had a lot of good reveals, and they did actually. I actually saw today they revealed a Batman, another Batman as well, right?
Yes, the Gaslight Batman. We'll get to that.
Oh, okay. So you got some images of it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool. Magnus Lupus is in the middle of a grind.
Well, good, man. I hope you, Jersey Geek, I hope you can actually make some collection out of those videos I make. That's why I do those every lists, so that people can hopefully complete their collections and their, what I like to call OCD for completionism, because we definitely have that. I think most of us.
What up, Fig Bro?
Big Bro?
Yeah.
And also Cristino Fuentes.
Yep.
Finished up the homework, and that is key. Gotta get that homework done first.
Mm-hmm.
But then toys definitely come second, right behind homework.
So yeah, I don't know. What do you? We'll talk about which day we think did best on the Mezco when we get to it, because each day had its own perks. I'm a fan of the 1/12 myself. But they did reveal the MDSs and the 5 points and the LDDs. So we'll get into that too.
Jerry Sabrone, welcome, brother. Moved here from Cincy's live stream.
Oh, nice. What time did he go in?
Cool. So there's some trolls on Cincy's live stream.
Yeah, jump over here. Tell him to jump over here.
Yeah. We're hoping to be troll free, but you know how it can be. You know how it can be on YouTube.
I think I don't know, Phil. Over at the ManCave Collectible Reviews, do you outdo Cincy in your purchases nowadays? Because you do a lot of purchases these days.
I don't know, man. It's a problem. It's a true problem. I don't know if I outdo Cincy though.
He's got a lot. I think he's one of the biggest purchasers out there.
He's balling out pretty big, but I don't know, man.
All right, so we got unboxing noms here is waiting for some MCU figures. So that's completely out of our realm. Neither one of us collect any of the movie figures at all. We've stuck with comic book figures for Marvel Legends, that is. And but yeah, I'll let you talk about the MCUs if we get to that.
Yeah, they're coming for sure. I think Marvel Legends there. They just can't reveal stuff yet, but they're getting to it.
Yeah, I was shocked that we didn't at least get a WandaVision figure shown off, since they're 8 episodes in now? What are we in there now?
7 episodes in.
What y'all been thinking about the WandaVision?
Yeah, drop some comments on WandaVision. Hey, the Fig Bro's gonna get his first Mezco, that Green Ranger. So I agree with you on that, man. Like I kind of hit and miss. I used to have a bigger Mezco collection, and I ended up selling it all off. And I ended up, the only Mezco I have in my collection right now, I believe, is the new Christopher Reeve Superman. But when I saw that Mezco Green Ranger, that makes me want to jump in full steam ahead. And I wonder, I don't know, Fig Bro, let me know, have they given any hints that they may do additional Rangers, or is it going to be the Green Ranger and done?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was wondering too. And I was wondering, that is the first Ranger I think they've done, right?
It is, yeah.
Hey, Action Figure Expert joined, and welcome, bud. Yeah, and Jimmy Woody, yeah, man, you need to start watching WandaVision, man. That is an amazing show. I'm sorry, Magnus, you need to definitely start watching WandaVision.
Yeah, Jimmy's on it.
Mm-hmm. Jamal 2013. Hey, man, welcome.
I had to part with my collection due to hardships with COVID, so I've been closely through your collections. I'm still able the hobby in a way. That's true, man. That's absolutely true. That's the great part about YouTube, man, is, such a cool community. You may not own them, but you can, like you said, you can kind of live through the YouTube community.
Well, y'all know with most of my videos, if y'all been watching mine, I don't usually do anything in hand anyway, so I'm living vicariously through images usually. building my databases that I build for you guys. I do own the collection here with Zack, but it's mostly his. You see him having the hands-on doing the reviews and everything. Tyler Zack 80, man. Hey, how you doing?
What's up? How long did it take the child to figure to come out after he was shown on screen?
That's gosh, right away.
I was going to say
they're doing reveals every single week with the Mandalorian of a new figure.
Yeah, it was quick.
They were calling it what, Mondo Mondays?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That is the weird thing is I feel like, we'd be getting weekly reveals for WandaVision stuff, but maybe Marvel's more strict about stuff than Star Wars, but I wouldn't think so.
The Fig Bro, we missed his comment, but he said, did you all pre-order Series 2 of the TMNT Loot Crate?
And so we'll get into that and talk about that as well. But Phil, I think you ordered 2 of them at least so far.
I ordered 1 and 4.
Yeah, so number 1 and 4. So we'll get into that, what those are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, run through those.
So Cricket Lee's on here. She loves WandaVision. So yeah, I'm hoping that a lot of the women on here will, if we got any women that join the chat, will say that they like that show too. Now, Phil, you over at ManCave, you at first you didn't like the first 2 episodes, did you?
Yeah, I struggled with it, man. I watched the first 2 and then waited 2 weeks to keep going, and now I've actually watched the full season twice since that point. So all the way through twice. So yeah, if you can get through those first 2 and actually give it time to kind of start panning out. To me, I like it as much as The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian, but it's as good of a Disney Plus TV series as The Mandalorian, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Jersey Geek, man, we've been there too, man. We had to part ways with our entire DC collection, just due to finances and not being able to afford the collecting. That's a big part of collecting is how do you afford it, And we're going to one day actually do a podcast on what we've done to get where we are and to keep the collection that we do have, because it's not an affordable thing to do, if you have a budget.
Hey, Jimmy, what you talking about the sideshow set for the Rangers? Why do I not know about that? Why is that not ringing a bell? The sideshow set for the Rangers. And also, Christina, did y'all see the leaked listing of DC Multiverse figures recently? Y'all know anything about that?
Yeah. Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah, pull that up. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, the 12-inch. Is that the 3A? That must be the 3A that Jimmy's talking about.
Right, okay, so here is the Toy News International, and it's showing off the 7-inch Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman, which is the variant with that Dr. Fate helmet. And I'd actually seen this picture a while back. I actually had it in one of my videos. I wasn't sure if it was actually real, if it was a custom or not, but there it is with that Dr. Fate helmet.
That's nice looking.
Yeah. One thing I can say about some of the McFarlane DC stuff is I wish they would just throw in, different heads within the single figure instead of having to re-release it again.
Totally agree.
But, I guess it cost-wise and
you can reuse the sculpt whenever it does that. So,
yeah. It's smart from a marketing standpoint, but
it helps me as a completionist to not have to buy them all. I just have to pick and choose which one I like the best. But here's the list leaked: McFarlane DC Multiverse Green Lantern Hal Jordan versus Dawnbreaker 2-pack. So, we've already gotten Dawnbreaker once. So they're re-releasing something again in a 2-pack with a Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Knight. Not sure what that is. King Shazam. And then we knew about the Shriek from Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Knight Returns. That's a new one. A Todd McFarlane design Wonder Woman. Heavy Metal Batman cover edition. That's new. And then a White Knight Batcycle. So another Batcycle.
Yeah. Cool stuff. I do wonder about some of the 2-packs. How they're got like the Dawnbreaker and Hal Jordan. I wonder if they're eventually going to get a lot of that Dark Knight metal stuff re-released, because they got the Devastator now, right? So they got Dawnbreaker, Red Death. So I wonder if we'll see some of the other stuff, like maybe the Drowned with like an Aquaman or stuff like that.
What y'all think of the Devastator Superman 2-pack?
Hang on, I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
It's got a Dio and stuff with it.
Where's
That was cool.
Magnus saying, "Where's the Larfleeze figure?"
Larfleeze, oh my gosh,
Mhm.
we definitely need Larfleeze. Yes, where's
hoping-
any of the old DC stuff?
Yeah, we need Todd to branch out a little bit from, but I don't know. It's a wonder how much of that does Todd control and how much of that does DC control. My guess is DC controls.
Well, I want you to remember something. When you're talking about Todd, go over and look at the Mortal Kombat stuff, and he's repainting, re-releasing all kinds of stuff with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Jimmy, yeah, the 3-0 Power Rangers, the fact that they showed all those off at the same time, those things look amazing. 3-0 is killing it right now, and Hasbro is doing an awesome job of just taking those and I guess taking the license from them and Super 7 and allowing them to sell on their Hasbro Pulse site and everything. So that's pretty awesome. So what do y'all think about the fact that we're getting this 2-pack already?
Yeah, it's very soon.
We're still seeing both these individually on the shelves.
So it's a different Superman head sculpt, right?
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, that's a more angry head sculpt right there for Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think what's different on Devastators is paint scheme. Is he a lighter? I want to say maybe he's lighter.
You know, he looks like he has a wash over him. You know, I don't know if y'all remember our buddy over at Custom Comics. He actually, whenever he bought his Devastator, he actually painted a wash over his. And this kind of looks like it has that same wash that he actually put on his.
Yeah.
Hey, Fig Bro, you're good, dude. You're good. I totally understand the toy hunt game.
As long as you're finding something.
That's right. Yeah. Let us know what you're finding. That's what we need to know is what's out there. Jimmy Woody with the "We Need a Lobo." Yes, we do. I would love to see
gosh, we need a Lobo so bad.
Todd McFarlane Lobo. Absolutely. As long as it's scaled right. That's my only concern with the DC multiverse is sometimes the scale is a little iffy. But he's got to be tall. He's got to be big. Yeah,
and that's the thing with that Devastator. You know, when I put a picture out there of him compared to the Outback Hulk a while back, and that Outback Hulk just, you know, was huge compared to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I don't know how many of you guys got them, but some of those DC Multiverse, they did go on sale for a little bit there right around Christmas. So hopefully some of y'all were able to pick those up. We had maybe 8 of them in our collection at one time and decided against it.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about some of it, with some of like the joints and stuff with it, and the wrists and whatnot. They look good. But yeah, just if we had more money, right?
Yeah.
Going down that route. But
yep. Money and room.
Yes, very true.
Room.
So Batman Gold Label, Phil, you found a couple of those the other day in your hunt.
I did, man. I found them, and our buddy Jimmy over Back in Time found them as well. So they're out. I think I seen them at one Walmart. I went to 3 Walmarts. I want to say I seen them at one. 25 on sale right now. Target for 20.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the deluxe with the Build-A-Figure piece were on sale the other day when I was in Target.
Which ones?
The deluxe figures with the Build-A-Figure pieces, like the Bane set, was already on sale for $5 off.
Oh, really? I wonder if they're going to try to prevent from happening what happened to Wave 1. Remember how the Wave 1 Batman hung around? Literally, they're still hanging around. Like I still see them on the pegs. Like maybe they're going to try to prevent that. McFarlane is pumping out a ton of stuff. Like he is just pumping out stuff every day, it seems like. So maybe they're going to try to start clearing the stuff out.
Laka Framalama. I love that name. He said the feet are the worst. He said his Flash looks like he's wearing Shaq's shoes.
Yep.
What's up, Wesley? Hey, first time in the stream for us too, Wesley. So
this is our number 1.
Yeah, this is our first live stream right here.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in, and we will start talking about some of the Marvel Legends first. First off, I want to kind of give myself a little prop for something that I do weekly. I've been doing it about maybe 4 months now. I've been doing a weekly video for the top 10 best toy reveals of the week. So I just actually released this one today. It has everything we're going to talk about today in it. So make sure you guys get out there and watch that. But let me share that real quick. So some of the subjects we'll be talking about tonight are kind of in this thumbnail that I did, but get out there and watch that kind of video. Zack also did a video this week kind of going into detail about the McFarlane Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll kind of hopefully have some time to talk about that tonight as well, maybe. But let's start off with jumping in and talking about the Fan First Friday Marvel Legends here. And see where that goes.
Actually, really fast, the Fig Bro says, did you guys see the leak for the Snyder Cut figs from McFarlane?
I did see that list. I actually had that in my top 10 video a couple weeks ago. And yeah, I'm actually really excited because you're going to have that, and you're also going to have the Suicide Squad. They showed some stuff with that.
Oh, yeah?
Are we getting a shark? Hopefully we're getting a shark.
Shark was one of the deluxe. It was like that big fat guy that you've been seeing for the Dune.
Oh yeah. Baron Braun. I don't know. I can't remember what his name.
So I'm assuming that's like the 12-inch figure, right?
Yeah, it's like a.
So I think that's the size that Shark's going to be.
Ooh, that would be nice.
So I'm going to try and see if I can find that list for that McFarlane real quick while we're talking about the Marvel Legends too, if I can.
Yeah, do that.
All right.
So first thing, let's go and we're going to talk about the Walgreens Cosmic Nova that they showed off with the package this time, and with his little sidekick there. What do we say his name was? Cubit?
Quibit, something. I don't know, something like that.
So what do y'all think about that?
I mean, I'm very happy to get a classic Richard Rider Nova. That's pretty awesome, and it's his little guy, the Quibit, whatever his name is there. It looks pretty cool. Cool throw in there. Something seems a little bit off to me about him. I still like him, but still a little basic. Definitely an upgrade that I'm happy to get. Would have been nice to see some other effects and different accessories with him, but overall, I think it'll be a good Walgreens exclusive.
Imagine if he had like some blast effects that he would have come with.
Yeah, I mean, they could have even thrown in the ones they use over and over again, just like the little I don't know, what are those called? Just some accessories that we see quite often, that's been used a lot. That, I mean, I'm sure we have plenty of them just spare sitting around, but still, it'd be nice to see.
Yeah. All right. So, anybody enjoying these Walgreens exclusives? I know for a lot of people, it's actually kind of hard to get Walgreens exclusives, even though there's more Walgreens than there are Walmarts out there. But like every time I go into a Walgreens, it's just you're just seeing the same old stuff every time.
Man, stuff that's a year old in there. I see here that Talsac, did you get Silver Surfer already? Like in store? Did you actually find him in store? And Fig Bro, you're good, man. That's actually why we're doing these live streams. We want you guys to interact, and we want to talk about what you guys want to talk about as well, man. So yeah, keep throwing it out there. You're not hijacking anything.
Nobody enjoys any exclusive, not just Walgreens. Oh my gosh,
that's a fair point, actually.
So yeah, I'm still finding a lot of Emmas. We're finding from the Fantastic Four mainly just Sue, probably.
What wave is Nova part of? Is he part of a wave?
No, it's just the Walgreens exclusive.
It's just a Walgreens exclusive.
So this year they're doing Cosmic. So Silver Surfer was number 1. Nova's number 2, and then here's number 3 announced at the Fan First Friday, the Quasar.
Okay.
So,
Talsac ordered it offline. Did you guys ordered offline too, right?
Yeah, we did. It's shipped supposedly from Illinois, and it was supposed to be here last Monday.
Okay.
To Walgreens.
Yeah.
Free shipping.
Yep.
And still nothing. So
okay.
I guess the weather up north kind of killed it. All right, so I'm going to pull this up real quick, kind of get to this subject that we were talking about the leak list for the Suicide Squad. You know what? This isn't the one for the Justice League. This is the Suicide Squad. So here's that King Shark mega figure, and it's a gold label. Then you're going to have the Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, Peacemaker, another Bloodsport unmasked, and a Peacemaker unmasked. And then I don't know if that Dr. Fate right here is a different Dr. Fate or if that's the Wonder Woman Dr. Fate. And then a Flash, alternate Hot Pursuit, a Red Hood unmasked gold label, and an Azrael White Templar gold label. Let me go try to find the other list.
Laka, that might be the comment of the night right there.
What do you say?
If you need a year-old Black Series or a Legend and a beat to death box, Walgreens is talking about Walgreens is funny. I actually did a poll earlier, and I think Daniel's got a thing we'll throw up here a little bit later on about it, but talking about where we like to toy hunt. And I got actually ended up a pretty neat response to that. Let's see, Christina, I wish we would have gotten the Quasar from Infinity Gauntlet. Let's see, unboxing Conams. I've been going for the last 2 weeks to my Walgreens to look for the Silver Surfer and haven't seen it yet. I don't think it's – where are you at unboxing? Are you East Coast, West Coast? I have heard of folks on the West Coast are finding it in-store. I've got a guy who hits me up on Instagram a good bit, and he's in like California, and he found 2 of them this week in store. So I don't think it's made it East Coast yet, unless you guys are seeing something I hadn't. But
yeah, I haven't really seen a whole lot of toy hunts where people have found that yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Wesley Burner, our Walgreens never has anything. Same stuff that have been sitting around. Heck, our Walmarts here just got the latest Spider-Man wave. Okay, unboxing in Colorado, so not exactly West Coast, but pretty West Coast-ish. So, yeah, you ought to be seeing those pretty soon, I would think.
All right, so I'm going to bring up the Justice League thing, just to kind of talk about that real quick. I don't want that. Also from McFarlane Toys, you have this little write-up saying that we are going to be getting the... Yep, don't want that. That's got voice on it. I'm just going to pull it over. All right, so from the Justice League, you have the Aquaman we're getting, Batman Bruce Wayne, Cyborg helmet. So I guess you got him with and without, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Flash, Superman blue and red suit. And then your mega figs for the Justice League are going to be Darkseid or Darkseid and Steppenwolf.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if McFarlane is biting off more than he could chew with this stuff, because there's a lot of stuff he's trying to make. And, we don't have the DC Collectibles, DC Direct anymore to kind of do these off-brand figures anymore. And we don't have the DC, what is it, Mattel? Who was doing it before? Mattel? I think they were doing it before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like this. I hope they look good. But I'm not, I don't know. I guess because we're doing Super 7 now, maybe this 7-inch scale will start taking over. Are you guys enjoying 7-inch figures compared to our 6-inch that we've been used to since 2002?
Hey, so the Fig Bro has a good point. So there's no movie Wonder Woman figure.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I actually didn't notice that when you read through them. I was paying attention to the Wonder Woman and the Multiverse line, and I wasn't thinking, but that's a good point, Fig Bro. Yeah, wow. That's why in the world would you not have one of the 3 main characters?
Well, maybe it's because they've already done some Wonder Woman figures.
They have done.
Oh, that's true. She has had her figure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done her movie figure. That's true. They literally just did it, right? It was just done within the last year.
Yeah. So I could understand that.
Hey, Wesley, for me, this is just my opinion. We can see what Daniel and Zach think, but for me, I feel like things are typically moving West Coast to East Coast. Like when I hunt NECA, I see them popping up on the West Coast, and then, I know that kind of gives me the idea that a week and a half, 2 weeks later, they're going to start popping up East Coast. I don't know what these guys think, but that's my opinion.
We found one NECA turtle that hit the East Coast first. I can't remember who it was, though. Was it the Rock Soldiers?
The Triceraton infantrymen hit here first.
Okay.
We got
Okay.
those. Really
Yeah, and you found 3 of them real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's typically West Coast first, but then I think I feel like it hits East Coast rarely soon after that. Not too far off.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so I'm going to jump back into our Marvel Legends, and we're going to talk about the Civil Warrior, Captain America. I think, what do we think? This is going to be part of the Shang-Chi wave?
That's what it's rumored to be. Yep.
So what do you think about this? I know it's just a repaint of the Hydra Cap, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is a repaint.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I actually like the color scheme better than the Hydra Cap, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it has more of that Captain America vibe about it, but has some Iron Man aspects of it too.
And I know Hydra wasn't intended to be a cap. You know, it was intended to look the way it was intended to look. But if I had to pick one, I'd say I actually like the scheme of this. It actually looks almost identical to those new God, what are those figures called? They've just come out with them with a Spider-Man, Iron Man, fighting heroes. What are they called? I'll think of it and tell you in a minute. But there's a $90 version of this that almost looks identical.
You know, it's funny. Whenever we were collecting DC back right whenever we stopped it, I had decided that I was going to jump in and try and get all of the different versions of Batman. And now that we didn't end up doing that, we ended up selling that collection. Now that we didn't end up doing that, and I'm sitting there watching McFarlane just put out Batman after Batman after Batman, I think I would have got tired of that really fast. All right, so next we got the AI armor Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach, this is just a repaint, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got the new head, but it's just a repaint of that 80th armor. But it has more of the sort of more classic colors. Instead of the gold, it has more of the yellow color, which I'm fine with. But, you know, yeah, there you go.
There's the 80s. There's the 80s version. So, yeah, this definitely has more of a darker.
And it's shiny.
All around in it. Yeah, it's very shiny. Yeah. That definitely, I like that a lot right there. In fact, that might actually end up replacing this one.
Oh, really? I like the shiny better.
Do you? You like this version better?
I think it depends. They're both good, but I feel like this would be a good
Sentinel Toys is what they're talking about, Phil, for the armors. I think.
Oh, okay. Knocking everything over up here.
But yeah, this Iron Man figure, I think it's a good opportunity for people that missed out on the 80th to get this one.
Yeah, especially with that second head sculpt. That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't display it that way. I think it looks a little weird, but I would have preferred to see a full like AI Tony Stark suited and everything like that. Yeah. That would have been pretty cool.
Action Figure Expert just hit me up with the Sentinel Toys armored figures is they make a cap that looks almost identical to that cap right there. The color scheme isn't exactly the same, but the design is very, very similar.
Yeah, that blue reactor is what gets me too. It kind of, I'm assuming like maybe that's still just part of his AI kind of coming out of it.
Blue, maybe.
What's it look like on that one? It's like a yellow on the other one, on the first release.
Right. So this is supposed to be part of a rumored Iron Man wave.
Okay, so this wasn't one of the one because it doesn't just Shang-Chi wave supposedly have 2 Iron Man in it?
It should have it should just have 1 Iron Man in the Shang-Chi wave, but this one should be in a rumored Iron Man theme wave, it was called AI Iron Man. So yeah, this is probably
what we know about that is the Ultron for that wave, right?
Yep, Ultron.
All right, so they showed us Mr. Potato Head, and they showed us that we could put the extra MODOK face, kind of store it in his back there. So that's kind of a cool thing to know about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've always wondered where we're going to store our weapons. Phil, you got a huge box somewhere with a bunch of plastic bags with all your storage that you got.
Yeah, a bunch of sandwich bags. Yeah, this right here, that's genius, in my opinion.
So bring on the bad guys. Let's talk about that. That's pretty much what this whole video was about on Fan First Friday, was bring on the bad guys. So here first we have the AIM Scientist Supreme. Did we need another AIM? Is this cool? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I like it. I don't think it was necessary, but I think it's cool still. Definitely something to go along with MODOK, since that's going to be coming out probably around the same time. So
Would this be an army builder?
No, because there should only be one of him.
Yeah, this is one single character. But it's still cool. I'll take it.
So, yeah, he comes with a Build-A-Figure arm. And, of course, we'll talk about the Build-A-Figure here in a minute. And then he comes with that, what would you call that, like a circuit board for a computer, I guess, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have the Dormammu, which, of course, we knew about both of these before today, but this is the first time we actually seen them in hand. I feel like they changed this up, Zach. What do you think?
Yeah, from what they originally showed us with some of those concept or digital renderings of him, he definitely looks a bit different there. If you can see if the back of the packaging there, he actually has more of the yellow translucent look to his flame, where the actual final figure has more of the redness to it. So I think I would have preferred more of the yellow look to it, but it still looks good. It's 100% new sculpt, and definitely I think will be one to replace the Build-A-Figure in my opinion. So hopefully it'll be bigger than just a standard 6-inch figure, but we'll see how big this guy actually turns out. Either way, it looks really good though.
All right, so next, the other one we knew about, I think there's only 3 we knew about before that Friday, but was the arcade here. Got both the head sculpts there, long hair, short hair. Is there something odd looking about this to y'all?
His arms look very, very long.
Do they look like extremely skinny too?
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, he's not a superhero, I guess. He's just a super villain, so he can be as skinny as he wants to. But and he's got those platform shoes and the staff or cane or whatever you want to call it there.
Yep. Looks fine. I mean, I feel like I don't know how I feel about the shorter hair arcade look. I feel like it might be sitting a little high on the neck, but it's still cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Bow tie. Laka says the bow tie.
Bow tie's too big.
Jerry says not seem as good as the promo pics.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I feel like with several of these, they're not as good as some of the promo pics.
So, yeah, like over at ManCave Collectibles, he in his Legends collection is sticking to certain themes as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the only thing that we are not collecting is MCU stuff or movie stuff. So we have every other Legend as long as you know when a Toy Biz figure is replaced, for example, the Lady Deathstrike, we'll get rid of that Toy Biz figure and just keep the newer one most of the time. Looks like Carrot Top.
Sean White, the extreme snowboarder.
All right, so there's the back of the package on these. I like these packages. That purple look they got to them and the kind of a brightness to them. I don't know. All right, next we have we call this the Secret Wars Doom.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you show it here in this artwork here of him ripping the spine out of Thanos. You can see Thanos' head right there.
Mm.
So what do we get out of it? We get a spine and a skull, kind of like the Mortal Kombat stuff going on here, I guess.
I was about to say this is the Mortal Kombat version of Doom, of Dr. Doom.
Yep. So I like it, but since I missed out on the original white FF Doom and I had to customize it instead, I kind of would have rather had them re-release that. But this is cool too.
I just think it's cool that he's powerful enough to rip Thanos' spine out of his body, yet they gave him a James Bond gun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to carry this on my side, even though I can rip the spine out of a god. So
it's just for show.
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. I mean, he looks okay, but is it time for another Doom already?
Oh my gosh! How many did we get last year?
We got 2 last year.
2 green ones last year, right?
Yeah.
Another Doom, and he's 2 per case too. He doesn't have a Build-A-Figure piece. So I'm a little worried he's not going to sell all that great.
Victor Von Bond.
I definitely don't mind them when I don't mind getting the same character twice in a year if you get the modern and the retro, you know, but I don't want to see like 2 or 3 different paint schemes of a modern character, you know?
Yeah.
To me, they need to be giving us something else there.
Yeah.
Like I was happy with the retro card one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Retro card was great.
Yeah.
And I guess we're going to be getting Retro Fantastic Four this year too, so hopefully that'll be some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, jumping into one that I highly dislike, but I like. I needed it, but is it what I really needed? I don't know. The hood. God, this is one of the ones that made me think, why do we have such lackluster paint on these legends?
Yeah. I don't get why he's so bright and vibrant if he's a darker character. That doesn't really make sense to me.
I don't get why the hood looks like a fishbowl on his head.
Yeah, that too. I'm really hoping
that power. I don't remember this guy in the comics or not.
I remember him.
His power gives him like a demonic power.
The hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still don't remember it looking like that.
his gun's cool though with those blast pieces.
So what I've heard about this thing is the reason, if you look at the left side, the hood looks so dumb because for him to articulate his arms, that pushes the hood up.
Yep.
If you look how when he's standing with his arms down, that looks better. The right side looks better.
Yep.
So I don't think they weren't really thinking about, shoulder articulation when they made that hood.
Yeah, definitely, in my opinion, one of the ones I'm not looking forward to as much in this wave. Him and Doom, probably.
So I don't know if y'all remember, they had done one of these figures a long time ago at one of the SDCCs whenever they were letting us do a fan vote. And it looks so much better than this. You remember that? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to find that picture, but it's not coming up right offhand. There it is. Gotta love the swoosh.
Oh, so, there you go.
That thing.
Look how that hood. Look how the hood fits his head. Like that's so much better. It's darker.
It's up over his shoulder, so he can articulate his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. And to Zach's thing, it's a darker color scheme.
Yeah.
Look at his pants. It's like combat pants. He's got the pockets on the side. You got a holster for his gun. And then he's got combat boots on.
Like I said, he's got his office shoes on. I guess like is talking about the other. Yeah, this version.
Yeah, that's our Stan Lee version of the hood.
Yeah.
What did they say on live stream? That's the scalper, right? Is that what they were talking about?
He borrowed J. Jonah Jameson's shoes to go out do crime.
Well, he was kind of lame, but his hood was pretty cool. I would have loved to have seen them to actually put a alternate head with this to kind of give that demonic form, which, it's hard to talk about demonic stuff, but that would have actually been a cool throw in for this guy to actually make him even better.
Yeah.
So there's what it comes with. I think they've got a lot of guys doing memes out here about this guy being the angry Marvel legend out there going on social medias.
Yeah.
All right, next we got one of my favorites in the wave, Lady Deathstrike. And I know there's not much difference between, her and the original, except the fact this looks way better.
Hey, we got Fern and Bowie from Brazil. We got somebody actually in here from Brazil. Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome from Brazil. Oh, that's the original?
That's the original.
Okay.
So definitely the face is so much better on the new one.
Yeah.
And then notice on this one, you actually got metal arms up past the skin color hands.
Mm-hmm. That's for the new one. The newer one actually going all the way down with the cloth instead, or with the and it still looks good. They still have some of like the cybernetics throughout there. So
yeah,
this is my favorite figure in the wave right here. This one. This is the only one I pre-ordered. Was right here.
Even over the Build-A-Figure.
Did I want the Build-A-Figure?
I said you like this better than the Build-A-Figure.
I mean, yeah, I don't want the Build-A-Figure.
All right, we got Cayman Rider 64 joined it. Jumping in, we got one that kind of disappointed me. We knew we were getting it. Did we know we were getting it? What was the name of this one, Zach?
It was listed on the leak list as Hydra Supreme.
Hydra Supreme. So ended up being Red Skull. Got the 2 different face sculpts. I don't know.
I love it.
Okay, so like to me, and maybe I am seeing a little bit of shadowing, or it could be because that's a black picture. Let me go to another picture here.
Hey, just real quick, Christino actually made a good point that the red hood looks like Morph without his stuff on.
Huh.
I wonder if that could be the long-term plan of that figure.
Of the head, at least.
Yeah, but at least the head, yeah.
Yeah, could be.
But go ahead, what you saying?
So here is the Red Skull with the different faces. You get the extreme grinning Red Skull face. I don't know. I think that looks cheesy.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with the the one on the right there.
The stoic face, yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, like I said, on this one right here with the paint, it's just, I'm not seeing a lot of shadows in it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, the paint, I mean, that's the thing about a lot of Legends is, a lot of the paint's not a whole lot. It's mostly sculpted plastic. So
yeah, the frowny face looks way better.
Yeah, I agree.
All right,
Jerry Sabrone says it looks like a henchman.
He does.
More than a Red Skull.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so next we have the fact that you can go out there and pre-order them on your sites that you like, one of them. And the big thing is that this is the Zeminu Build-A-Figure wave, so we are getting a Hulk villain. And our Hulk shelf definitely needs some more loving.
So you guys are excited about the Zeminu?
Completely.
Okay.
I would have preferred probably like Mephisto or something, but it's still, this is actually a character that surprisingly I did want to see made, and one I never thought we'd see. So it's cool. And
is this a classic character? Or is this like from Immortal Hulk?
Oh no, he's old school.
Okay, so he's been around a long time.
But he's been around a while, but I think he appeared in Immortal Hulk too.
Okay.
But yeah, smart choice on Hasbro reusing that Wendigo body. Easy for them to do.
Real easy. Yep, they love reuse.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Fig Bro, that Legends Undertaker is really nice.
Is the jacket too big on it?
On the Legends Undertaker?
Yeah. I mean, no. Is that the one I'm thinking about? You just thought of the second one a minute ago.
So this is the Legends right here.
Okay, that was fine. The other one is what I'm thinking about.
The other one is
that the Ultimate?
I've got it around here somewhere. Where do I have it at? We've got the Elite. The Elite collection.
That one, yep.
Is this one right here. Yeah.
I'm worried that jacket's a little thick.
Yeah, so a guy actually hit me up on Instagram and said if you'll boil this jacket or heat it up with like a hair dryer, that you can get it to kind of mold to him a little more. But it's like a rubber. It's like a rubber jacket, so it does kind of look a little big on him. But this one though, this figure right here, I love this figure. And it's a soft goods jacket, so it actually looks pretty solid on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hate having to buy full waves just to get Build-A-Figures. I feel like with this wave, there's not a lot of A-listers. I guess, would we go Red Skull and Lady Deathstrike are the only two A-listers?
Well, technically, Doom. Not that version. Still a big character though.
Who's that?
Doom.
Doom. That's true. Yeah.
So Christino says that this is is an excuse to reuse the Wendigo body. How much of this is the Wendigo body?
The hands, the head, and the feet are different.
Are new.
In the belt.
Everything else in the belt. Okay.
I'm wondering if because of because the Wendigo would have had to plug the tail in the back, right?
It could be the Sasquatch body. I don't know. Or from that air, I don't know. So I'm assuming there's not going to be a hole there for where the tail was.
So yeah, if you look at the shoulders on this compared to the Wendigo, that shoulder piece that kind of goes up under the head is the exact same as Sasquatch's.
Okay, then they probably reused it from the Sasquatch.
So yeah, I like this. Then we talk about the sword, and at first I was like, "What is this?" So this is what we say, Zach.
Excalibur.
So does that mean that we're going to just get another Captain Britain? Or can we please, Hasbro, please give us the entire Excalibur team in a box set, maybe? I grew up on Excalibur, so this would be an awesome team to give us.
Yeah. I think they'll probably give us an Amazon exclusive box set or something like that.
Yeah, Zach, we order from Dorkside for most of our stuff.
Yeah.
And it's hit and miss. They for a while there, a couple months, maybe probably because of the COVID, who knows? But they were kind of slow on getting us some stuff too. So, but yeah, we did definitely get our House of X wave very fast, so we were excited about that. And I don't know, I'd say we got our Thanos pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, some people had Thanos last year though, but relatively fast. Yeah.
So I just saw the other day that Thanos actually showed up in some Targets, so it is not a fan channel exclusive.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if y'all didn't get the Thanos from your pre-orders, maybe you'll find them in the Targets out there. Man, I would love Excalibur. We definitely need the Rachel. I would love that version of Shadowcat and Megan. Oh my gosh, I loved Megan in the comics. This was before your time, wasn't it, Phil?
Excalibur? You talking about like this, like what's to the far left here?
Yeah.
That was I was reading then. I was reading. Yeah, it was probably in probably the early '90s.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. I mean, I was a kid. I was a little kid going to Comics and Cream and getting comic books, and I didn't understand that you needed to buy every single issue in order to get the full story. I buy what looked cool by the cover, But yeah, I do have some Excalibur actually still in my collection from when I was a kid.
Oh wow. No value?
Nah. No first appearances, just nostalgic value.
All right, so there's that entire wave. I think they look good together.
Yeah.
And here's everything that was announced at the Fan First Friday. So pretty good Fan First Friday. Nothing huge in my opinion. I would, like I said, love to see some of the Disney Plus stuff shown off, WandaVision especially. Now that I don't know if you guys want some spoilers or not. I guess I shouldn't do spoilers. I'm not going to do any spoilers. There's definitely some characters that have shown up in WandaVision that I would love to see made in a Legends form. I'll just say that. Yep. So there they are in package and loose. And something crazy, guys. Didn't even announce this during the Fan First Friday, but they found already. Who found this, Zach? You remember?
MCU Collector got it.
MCU Collector already found these in store. Wave 2 of the 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legends. Now, I myself don't care anything about this size, 5 points of articulation. I guess it brings some nostalgia for some people from back in the Star Wars collecting days. Let me know what you guys think. Do y'all like the 3 3/4? Are y'all going to order these?
What looks better? What looks better? Hasbro doing these or Super 7 doing these?
That's a good question. Is reaction better than these?
Yeah. Hey, Forsaken says, were you guys able to get the Walgreens Silver Surfer? Can't seem to find it online except third parties.
So we ordered it, and it hasn't shown up. It was supposed to be here last week, show up yet. So I'm afraid that it's probably lost, and I probably won't get it.
It was on Walgreens website for a little bit, but I don't feel like it was up very long.
Yeah, I think it sold out fast.
It sold out pretty fast. So hopefully those will start showing up pretty soon, though.
So Super 7 in Jersey Geek's opinion for the artwork. Artwork on the package or artwork on the figure?
Probably artwork on the pack. The package artwork on Super 7 stuff is phenomenal.
I still think this looks good, though. It's still nice, though.
Yeah.
So we got Daredevil. We got Elektra.
Christina says, I think it would be cool to have these displayed on the wall. So I'm guessing Christina's probably saying in package. And I agree with that. I do think they would look cool in package displayed on the wall.
And so we got
Jersey Geek said on the package is what he was talking about.
Got an Iceman.
I think this is the coolest one.
I think so too. That translucent, it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then we have the Black Panther for the third time. And Iron Man for the third time. And Electro for the second time. So if you guys weren't able to get the 2-packs on Hasbro Pulse, which I don't know if they're still there or not on pre-orders, but looks like you're probably going to be able to get all these. And Zach, you said that they had announced that in the first place, is that if you don't get the 2-packs, you'll be able to get it again in the next waves or something?
Yeah, they already said that they were just going to re-release those. They were just more early getting them. So the only one left to get is Cyclops. That hasn't been in one of the waves yet. So I'm assuming he'll probably be third wave.
Fighting Codename said, my son would say these are disgusting.
Disgusting. What a word.
To each his own, right? To each his own.
Yep. So there's those 6, and that's it for Marvel Legends. So let's go ahead and jump into Hot Toys discussion. And last week, they showed off a few of the Hot Toys for Star Wars and Marvel. So I want to kind of talk about that. First off, they showed the teaser for the Boba Fett from The Mandalorian. Man, when he showed up in The Mandalorian, oh my gosh, I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was you more excited for him or for Luke?
Just because Luke was so CGI.
Yeah.
It was exciting to see him. But, you know, seeing this guy, his real age, I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in general, seeing more Boba Fett was cool.
Yeah. So he's got the rocket on his back that actually has that firing look to it.
Oh, that's cool.
It just jumped out of your price range. But you got to look at it as a nostalgia standpoint. You know, does this look cool in your mind? Look at him swinging his gun there in that picture. That's pretty cool. So Hot Toy, God, guys, look at that face sculpt on this Hot Toys. This is the deluxe version of the Boba Fett. So there's the regular version we just saw, and then you got this deluxe version that they have as well, with their his regular face sculpt and the robe that you can put on over it.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
That face sculpt is perfect. And I don't know, is the face sculpting technology what makes these things cost so much?
Well, probably getting the license to use their likeness probably cost a good bit, you know.
Man, that Luke was really a reveal. I can't remember, Zach, when we sat on the couch and watching that, I think I said, I think it's Luke coming.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure where we stood in the timeline at that time compared to the rest of the franchise. And that just kind of showed us where we were in between the trilogies.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely need a black series for Boba Fett. God, look at that face. That's like that is the actor 100%. Holy cow.
Yeah, these face scans they're doing. These face scans all these companies are doing. Heck, even the Black Series and Legends and stuff, what they're doing even at the $20 price point now, companies have just gone so far on these face scans. Obviously, we know this ain't a $20 price point by any stretch, but the face scan technology is just getting so much better.
So I just read, and I didn't realize it is actually 2 separate figures that you get with the deluxe version, not just taking the robe off. You're actually going to get both of them. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so jumping into IG-11 is going to be released.
That's
So, I'm not much on soft goods. So when you put something like this out, I look at this and I'm like, yes, I like this. When you had the Mezcos, did you feel like they were collecting a lot more dust because they had the soft goods on them?
Not. I don't think so, but I run a purifier in here, so I don't know. I don't know if it would or not. I did not notice that when I had the Mezcos, when I had the soft goods.
So did any of you guys have any of the soft good stuff? And does it collect the dust more than the plastic does? Like we only have one soft goods cape on our Gamora. Is that all we got, Zach?
I think Hella has soft goods.
Hella has it too. Yeah, she does too.
I don't know who else though. Technically, the Retro Doom has a little bit.
Yep, he's got it around his neck, and then Banshee's got it on his arms.
Mm-hmm. But that's still completely different types of soft good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, IG-11 looks amazing.
Yeah.
I hated when he got off the show there.
Yeah. Sacrificed himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was one of my favorite characters.
There he is with Mando. Man, I'm loving this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny too.
That's solid right there. What size is that?
This is perfect scale for what he is in the show. So this is life size.
Okay.
Wow.
So a Grogu or the child figure life size. That's amazing.
Christino says soft goods get more lint on them, and it's annoying to clean off, especially with someone like Batman who has a black cape.
Mm.
I can see that.
Yeah, I need to get more Mando. They need more Mando episodes is all I can say.
Yeah.
I mean, when we watched it last time and it was over, I was like, wait, it can't be over already. What? We just started watching it. Disney Plus needs to put some more shows out, guys.
They're putting a lot out, though, at the same time.
He has feet. Man, he got in so much trouble that one episode whenever the lizard mom had her little babies. Oh, my gosh.
They're eating the eggs. He was trying to destroy. He was about to end a race.
He's so troublesome. Those eyes, man. There's a good scale shot of him compared to the Mondo action figure. Oh,
okay. So that's 12-inch. So Grogu's probably what, 17-ish, 18 inches or so.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I can't wait to see where Grogu goes in the future. With Star Wars, how that's going to work out.
Yeah, he's kind of lost right now, isn't he?
I mean, he's with Luke, but
yeah, I mean, he's taking him back to the whatever that thing was that Luke did, and Ben ended up coming through and killing them all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he was such a bad kid in that episode. Oh gosh, those spiders were horrible.
Yeah.
All right, so then the last one for Star Wars for the Hot Toys is that they teased the Bo-Katan figure, so that we'll be getting that soon too. All right, so jumping into Marvel, we do have the 2020 suit for the Miles Morales from the video game. What do you think about this with that jacket and that like technology in his mask there?
It's okay. I'm not.
So few people get their hands on this game and a PS5 that it's they're promoting stuff most of us don't even know about because we can't play the game. You can't find it. Still can't get a PS5.
That's crazy. So especially for you, you got all the consoles.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it don't make any sense. Jersey Geek says he thinks Grogu gets out before Kylo murders everyone. We can only hope. That's my hope.
Gosh. I like it. I like it. This was actually
I like it too. I just don't know it because I hadn't had to play a video game, so I don't know the suit.
This was one of my top 10 this week on my list, so get out there and check out that video too. All right, and then you got the Far From Home Tom Holland Spider-Man upgrade suit here.
Mm-hmm.
Got those web wings on there. Look at that head sculpt. Man, I love their head sculpts.
Yep.
That's amazing.
All right. There's the glasses Tony gave him. I don't remember what he called those. Did he have a name for them?
I think he did. Because it had an AI in it.
Yeah, shoot.
I just can't remember what he called her. What he called the AI.
Oh, it was a girl, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was it Edith? Is that no?
Was it Edith?
Yeah, I think it was Even Dead, I'm the Hero. That was the acronym.
I'm the hero. Okay. Interesting.
Right?
Was that good memory?
So
tell me something, guys. With these Hot Toys, when they show these pictures like this, is it going to come with those robots?
It's a good question.
That would be cool, though.
So I don't know. I don't know enough about the Hot Toys. I just know I love the way they look.
Yeah. There was another collection I kind of wish I wouldn't have sold.
You've gone through way too many. That should be a stream on its own right there. Just talking about what
we should. We could have one whole stream on all the things I've bought and sold.
And then bought back again.
And regretted it and bought it again. Exactly.
All right. So we are going to jump into the Mezco ToyzFair, which technically started on the 19th with a preview day, but went for 3 days according to this schedule right here. But technically 4 days, 19th through 22nd. Man, they do look so good. How often do they release those? You're talking about the Marvel Legends and the fact that we have so many that we get in a year. Does the price kind of match up with how many you could purchase of Hot Toys in a year?
Hot Toys has a pretty strong release schedule. I mean, they stay on it. They probably put out more Hot Toys than they do things like, Mafex, however you pronounce it. Things like, probably fairly similar to Mezco. Maybe not quite as many as Mezco. But, I mean, they put out a lot of Spider-Man every year,
So they showed off a Krieg last week. I think it was a Yellowhead Krieg last week. And so this week for the exclusive here, you had the Blackhead Krieg here. So these are, I don't know a lot about this. I'm assuming this is one of their exclusives that they specifically make. Is Krieg something that I don't know about?
I think this is their own thing.
Design, okay.
It's almost like the what's the thing that they got that with the tentacles? What's his name? Gomez. Gomez.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of like another Gomez thing where they're not having to pay for license and stuff like that. This is their own deal.
Yeah, they call it their Rumble Society, I think.
Rumble Society, yep.
So this is pretty cool. I like when you take the black helmet off and you get this head sculpt underneath it.
Yeah, that is cool.
Got the light up eyes and chest rig features.
I like that.
But here's what you got in that exclusive toy chest from the ToyzFair. You got that Krieg there. And then you got a Popeye, which is a 5 points articulation. So here's what the Krieg comes with. And here's all his head sculpts and whatnot. And here's that Popeye 5 points. What do you think about that? Do you like for a 5 point? You was talking about, do we like Hasbro what they do versus Super 7 and their reactions? I like Mezco's 5 points.
Yeah. I mean, that's very cartoony right there. I mean, that's very, yeah. I like it. But, I got that Mezco Popeye as well, like the actual Mezco Popeye. And that thing is unreal.
Yeah, they did a lot of giveaways during this as well. If you'd go and do a post on Instagram or Twitter, and repost whatever the picture was of their giveaway. They did a giveaway for that Popeye that you're talking about.
The Popeye and the Bruno. Or
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got to do a review of that on my channel at some point.
Yeah. So he comes with 2 different sets of arms here as well. You can switch out and actually have an open hand set versus a closed hand set. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So how often do you see that in one of these 5 points where you can actually switch out the parts?
Yeah. But you know, I have to say right now, if you want Popeye and you missed out on the Mezco, for like Laka here is talking about that, Boss Fight Studios doing Popeye, which looks really, really good.
Comparatively to what you got?
It's a different look than like what I got. So you're probably looking at about a $35 figure, $35 to $40 Popeye figure, full articulation, a large. They already got like 4 or 5 characters from the Popeye universe. So Boss Fight Studios, check that out, Laka. Check out Boss Fight Studios that are coming.
All right, so I'm gonna fly through these. These are kind of some other stuff that comes in that box that they showed off on preview night. It's kind of like Loot Crate, I guess, right? You just get a bunch of junk. All right, so day 1 recap. Let me know which day wins, guys. Here, so here we go. Day 1, you get the 5 points of articulation, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So you got Bill, Ted, and Rufus that you're going to get with this. And I'm assuming, and they didn't give a lot of details on this stuff at all, I'm assuming this is maybe a 3-pack. And hopefully it comes with some of the instruments and stuff. And God, imagine if it actually came with a phone booth too.
That'd be crazy.
Bill and Ted's getting a lot of love lately.
Did you see the third movie?
I did not.
Yeah, it just came out last year, I guess. It was a must-have watch if you watch the first 2, but it's so bad.
Yeah,
it's bad in a good way.
Yeah,
I missed them. I missed them all somehow. I ain't never seen any of them.
Oh gosh. All right, here's the Superman from the comics. What do you think? I mean, I like the stoic face on the right compared to the mad one on the left.
I don't like the face at all. Is that okay to say?
Neither one of them?
I don't like them. There's just something about the face I don't like. I don't know why.
So Superman would have been one of my top ones revealed. So that's a kind of a sad thing, I guess.
The face on the right side looks like the lady that's playing Agatha in WandaVision.
I don't know about that, but I can't agree. I felt there's something off about it though.
He looks. He looks
something on the Christopher Reeves version. His legs don't look like this right here, right? These legs look a lot more strong, right?
Yeah. Christopher Reeves has skinny legs.
Yeah.
Yep. But there's something about, I don't know if he just looks stumpy, like he doesn't look tall enough, or there's just something about, I would love to love this because I love Superman figures. But there's something about this. There's multiple things about this I just don't like. They did better with his trunks on this one than they did on the Christopher Reeves. But there's just something here that just seems off to me.
What do y'all guys think out there in the chat? Y'all like this Mezco? Y'all like any Mezco? I should ask her, I guess. All right, then you got the 1/12 Halloween 2 Michael Myers. And, of course, we got all kinds of horror that they put out. So, to me, all these look alike except for the fact that you got the bleeding eyes, I guess. And then you jump into the Crow.
That looks amazing.
I like it. I like that jacket he's got. I like the fact he's skinny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they nailed that one. And I'm not a huge Crow fan. I literally watched the movie for the first time like 3 months ago. But they nailed that.
So the cloth looks too thin on the Superman, he says.
I think I'm going to get that Crow figure and use it as Sting in my wrestling.
It's too skinny for Sting. You know they're going to make a Sting figure for AEW.
I hope they do. I need it.
And then every day they did a really, really weird reveal for their Rumble Society, which you would think if they're going to advertise for their own product, they'd actually show some more off maybe. But you got this weird bearded guy here for the Rumble Society.
Is that Poseidon?
That's what I thought.
Well, look, he's got an earring in, and he's kind of got a blue cloak underneath him. Is it Merlin? I don't know.
I thought they did something that had to do with water. They teased something that had to do with water on their Instagram post, maybe.
Okay.
So it was making me think it was Poseidon, but Poseidon. Well, you know what? Who owns the rights to Greek gods? I mean, nobody really, right?
No.
Like they could just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Poseidon-like character.
Old man Hawkeye. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Once we get into another one, to me it looks like a shark, and I'll show you that in a minute. So maybe you're right. Maybe it is some kind of water stuff. All right, and then my favorite of the weekend is the Fantastic Four. That Thing figure looks amazing. It looks better than the Marvel Legend one, in my opinion.
Now, that look good though.
But who's the green dude?
That's what I was. I don't know. Is it like a mole monster? What is that?
Oh, maybe a mole monster. Yeah.
It's something we're not going to get, I'm sure.
Probably.
I like it. I like these. And if it's, do they put these out in multi-packs ever, or do they always come individually?
I can't recall the Mezco that came in a multi-pack.
I mean, the Lockjaw and Black Bolt was a 2-pack.
What about the Ghostbusters? What scale are those? Those would be 1/12.
Okay, these are 1/12, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Talisac was just asking. What scale these are?
Oh yeah, these are 1/12. Yep, that's the actual brand name that Mezco has for these is Mezco 1/12.
Yeah.
And so, how many inches is 1/12, Bill?
About 6 to 7 inches.
So they fit in definitely.
Yeah, probably leaning more towards 7 for the Mezco stuff.
For Sega, the collector says Ghostbusters were a 4-pack.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this could definitely be a cool 4-pack if they do it that way.
Yeah. It's just expensive, man. That's tough for a lot of collectors, man. That's tough to drop out, $500 at one time versus if you release those 4 characters over the course of 4 months. Over the course of 12 months, you can, $100, $120 here and there is a little easier than plopping down $500 all of a sudden,
Yeah. All right, so that was day one. Again, my favorite of the day one is definitely the Fantastic Four. What would you guys say?
Agreed.
I would say them or the Crow, yeah.
Them or the Crow? Yeah. I guess if we knew more about the Crow, did they have one movie?
I mean, it's a cult classic. I mean, it's got a cult following, but yeah, I think movies and comic books, graphic novels and stuff. One movie and comic books.
Are you saying that the Thing by himself would be $450?
No, I think he's probably saying the 4.
Okay.
The 4 of them. That's
Okay.
$450 most likely.
All right, so day 2 recap here. Start off with the MDS scale, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. And if our buddy Custom Comics was on here, he's got all kinds. You guys go over to his channel. He's got all kinds of reviews for all these MDS scale and whatnot for these Mezco. So if you're interested in these. Oh, 2 movies, 2 actors wasn't 2 crows. Okay.
Okay, 2 movies and 2 actors.
He said, don't waste your time.
Yeah, I want to say that first actor, he died on set, right? He got shot on set. Brandon
Lee?
Was that his name? Brandon Lee?
Yeah, because he was
I think they accidentally shot him on set or something. And they had to finish the movie some weird way or something. I think the movie was almost done filming when Bruce Lee's
son. Yeah.
Bruce Lee's son, yeah. Brandon Lee.
Wow. Yep, wow. All right, so next, very sick. This is disgusting. LDD Living Dead Dolls presents Silent Hill 2, the Bubble Face Nurse. That's disgusting. I ain't staying on that very long.
Yeah.
Crazy video game.
So you played that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically a horror video game is what it is.
You got the 14-inch adorable chunky grubness reveal.
Why do I want this so bad? This kind of goes in that. This is in the Plunderlings thing. You know how I love the Plunderlings? Well, I have the same feelings here with this.
Oh my gosh, 14 inches though.
yeah, man. I could put him in the bedroom or something.
Have his butt facing out though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Then you got your Planet of the Apes from the Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. You got the Caesar figure and you got the Gorilla Soldiers. I think this is okay. I mean, I'm not going to go with it or anything, of course, because I'm not Mezco. But I think that if I was Mezco, I'd probably definitely go for this.
Yeah,
maybe.
So Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. That was one of the older movies.
I'm assuming I don't remember that one as one of the newer ones. Yeah, this is 19.
I know it ain't from the newer ones.
This is 1972. This is before my time.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was before we were ever even thought of.
Yeah. And then you got your Wolverine.
Eh.
So this is the second version of the Tiger Stripe Wolverine we're getting here.
I like that one. Okay. I like it. I think I like it better. You know, I had the first one. I had a couple different versions of the first one, and I think I like this one better than the first one.
I agree. You know,
the question is though, is how tall is he? Like, did they get his scale right in comparison with other Mezcos?
So he should be shorter. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and he wasn't really in the original releases that I had. He kind of lined up about the same height as all the other figures, Deadpool and the other guys I had.
So yeah, I like the face sculpt too. This looks way better. That face mask looks very leathery.
Yeah, it does. They did a great job on that.
All right, and then there's one of those Rumble Society things. So to me, this looks like some kind of a shark, right?
Yeah, what is this, guys? Drop some comments on this one. I could not figure it out. And even like I went and read the comments on Instagram when they posted it, and nobody even in the comments like put something legitimate down as like, oh, this is, you know, normally if you read the comments, somebody's on it. But I couldn't see that anybody really could tell us what this is.
So, you know, you just bought one the other day. To me, what this looks like is your shark you got back there, your street shark.
Yeah, but he don't look like any of the street sharks.
Mm-hmm. And his mouth is painted instead of being wide open.
Right.
Yeah, but again, you know, if it's their own thing, then
you know what he looks like? Look at this jacket there. He's got like a bomber jacket on, like if he's a pilot, right?
Oh, what's the name of that airplane?
And you know, there's airplanes that are painted like that.
Yeah, what are those called?
Robotic shark, maybe, which could be sick. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I mean, one of the bombers, maybe.
Jamel says street sharks. He was thinking the same path you were with street sharks. But yeah, you're right. That's a bomber jacket, man.
Yeah, and to me, like I said, the fact that the mouth is painted instead of being wide open tells me it is a plane of some sort. Yeah. Interesting.
Looks like a pinata.
Looks like a pinata, yeah.
Yep, they're giving us $120 pinata. Here we go, right
That's
here.
your favorite right here. I like the background too. That's nice backdrops.
Yeah,
but maybe that's what makes this look so good.
Yeah.
But you got your dragon dagger, right? And what kind of armor is that he's got on there? Or is that his regular?
That's his dragon armor or his dragon shield.
Dragon shield is the thing on his chest, and then he's got his dragon dagger.
Yeah. Yep. And I guess the dragon Zord come up out of the water, right? Pretty sure it did.
So is this his evil version?
No.
Okay.
No, that's this is his good version. That was God, what was the new one from Boom Studios, the evil version?
Okay.
I mean, there was a time that he was the Green Ranger and Rita had control of him, but I think the one you're thinking about is the future Tommy.
Okay.
I can't even think of what his name is right now, and I've read the comic books.
He's got like the white costume.
Yeah, the white. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll come to me in a minute what his name is.
Not a Power Ranger fan. The Power Ranger figures have been pretty dope lately. They've been killing it. I mean, we got Super 7 coming out with some Ultimates.
Draken, yeah, Lord Draken, Talisac hit it.
Draken, yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you know if the armor type of piece is removable or not?
Yeah, these heads pop off, Phil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure you probably could remove it, but I wouldn't. I don't know why you'd ever want to.
Yeah.
You tried to on your Black Ranger.
Yeah. I did, but then they gave me an actual Black Ranger. I was able to not. Yeah, Lord Draken. What about the Super 7 Transformers? Off subject, I know, but what's y'all's take on it?
Let me jump over to that real quick because I did want to talk about that. And
So Wesley, my take is take my money.
Oh my gosh, for all of it?
Not all of it, but anything that's G1, Season 1, Season 2, 1986 movie related, and IDW DJD related, take my money.
All right, so we know what Wave 1 looked like with the Ghost of Starscream pass. Optimus Prime G1, it's okay. Bombshell G1, kind of blocky. And then I have no idea who Bonzitron is. Did you know him?
I don't. Bonzitron threw me off. I don't know anything. As much as I know about Transformers, I don't know anything about Bonzitron.
All right, and then they showed off that in the summertime they're going to put out a Wave 2 with Megatron G1, so that's, of course, a definite.
Yep.
Grimlock G1 in his Dino mode.
Got to have it.
So that would be really cool. Bludgeon, I had never heard of from the Pretenders.
Yep. And Trax.
And then Trax up there. So I can see, and maybe we're all from different generations as well and different iterations of these guys. Like you said, IDW could be cool because that's Wave 3 for the fall with Tarn up there on the right-hand corner.
Tarn is the coolest Transformer that's ever been made.
Yeah, I feel like the detail needs some more work too, Wesley.
Yeah, I feel like with the Super 7 stuff, you know, you have a lot of really good ones I think people are going to buy, and then you have the random ones are just, I don't know. Because I know that Brian Flynn from Super 7 was talking about how they're trying to go more random with the stuff of going to stuff that hasn't been made before. But I don't know if that's really the best decision or not.
Yeah, not yet. I wouldn't think. That's completely opposite of what they ever did with any other lines, in my opinion. Any of these big lines that have cost them a lot of money. And they actually went up on these prices too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they did. What are they, 55 now?
Yeah.
Action Figure Expert says Bonzitron is based on an Action Master.
So I don't know much about Action Master, but they're saying on this list here that Bombshell was too, based off the Action Master instead of G1.
So is Action Master, was that like a Japanese version of Transformers, or what is Action Master? I'm not really familiar with that.
Hey Jerry, they do not transform. They are just the robot former in Grimlock's case, the Dino mode.
So they went up $10 on these. I wonder if it's because of their size. Like they're going to be bigger than what we've been getting from TMNT.
I'm pretty sure that Brian was talking about how all of the Super 7 Ultimates lines are going to be going up in price.
Because of Chinese, they're not wanting to manufacture anymore or something like that.
Well, it's because I think they have a lot less workers that are actually coming in to work. Or I don't know how the situation. It's just basically each year costs go up on stuff, and that's the cheapest they can make it for, I guess, with surprisingly. And
just for the heck of it, if you like Silverhawks, because Talisock 80 mentioned Silverhawks for the Super 7. If you like Silverhawks, just say Silverhawks in the comments, because I love that Super 7 is going to be doing Silverhawks Ultimates. That is going to be one of my biggest purchases right there.
I just wonder when we're actually going to hear about that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see those things.
Well, and Power Rangers. I think the Fig Bro was asking about the Super 7 MMPR. So that's a Silverhawks and MMPR. We need information on. You know, we don't really know.
MMPR. They had the list of what the first wave was.
Oh, they did. Okay, I missed that.
Gosh, I can't think.
Those were the reaction stuff, right?
They had a list of all of them.
Oh, okay.
Action Figure Expert says Action Masters came out during the end of American G1 toys. They are like G.I. Joe size figures that came with vehicles and accessories that transform, but they were not transformable. I just totally missed those somehow. I don't know. Came out in 1991.
So yeah, that's what then you got the Alligatron or Alligator Con, I'm assuming is when Prime turned into Alligator. In that one episode where the Constructicons took him apart.
Alligator Con. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And then lastly, you got the Retgar, and Retgar was just
1986 movie.
Yeah, they was just announced that for the Hasbro stuff, we're going to be getting that for the 86 movie as well.
Yeah.
What's that series called, Phil?
Studio Series 86.
Yeah.
I just want that Tarn right there. I cannot wait to get to that Tarn. When I had my Masterpiece collection, I had the MMC Tarn third party. Probably was my favorite Masterpiece scale figure, was that Tarn figure. That's actually the figure I think you've got there showing is the Mastermind Creations third party.
Okay. All right, so jumping back to the Mezco Fair, where did I get to? I got to the Power Rangers. So that's the end of day 2. Give me a second here. I'll flip back over to that.
Jerry Sabrone said, yeah, those are my tunes that I remember, Silverhawks, TMNT, and Visionaries.
Huh, Visionaries. Okay. I like the Visionaries. Mine was definitely number 1 was G.I. Joe, Silverhawks, He-Man, and Thundercats. So that's day 2. What's your number 1 for day 2?
Wolverine
over Power Ranger.
Well, Wolverine Power Rangers tie there. They're both so solid.
So does that beat Fantastic Four?
Yes.
Really?
I would say,
for me, it does for me.
I would say Power Rangers for this, but Fantastic Four still overall.
Yeah, I'm definitely Fantastic Four still. Wolverine is is not close, but is second, and then Power Ranger would be third.
Mm-hmm. Before we keep going with that, Wesley brought up a good point about the Transformer stuff.
Okay.
About Grimlock, if they have to be pretty big to stay in scale. So I don't.
Scale if they don't go big with that robot form or dino form of Grimlock. Why is that coming from?
So Grimlock to stay in scale would probably need to be about 9 or 10 inches. But the question is, would people be okay with paying more, kind of like we did with like we're going to do with the Mumra? Because if they're $55 figures and you give us a 9 or 10 inch Grimlock, he's going to be 90. So it's the question would be, are people okay with it? I would be. I like scale. It means that much to me. I would pay another $30 or $40 to get him in the proper scale. But I don't know what they think from a collector standpoint, if that would be successful or not, versus giving us a 8-inch Grimlock over the 7.5-inch Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to try something different. This isn't working. There he is. All right, so day 3, you got the Pennywise MDS Mega Scale. I'm not into horror myself. Pennywise is freaky. This guy actually talks as well. This is from the 90s movie.
Really?
So that's the MDS Mega version, is it actually has that talking feature. Yeah, that Studio Series 86 Grimlock is amazing.
Mm-hmm. And I actually bought a custom sword last night for $5.99 on eBay for him. A dude's making them. They're like $6. And they look amazing. So, Leica, if you need a sword for your Grimlock, it's on eBay. Hit me up on Instagram if you need to know the guy's name. But, yeah, it looks awesome.
All right. Then we got another – this is LDD, so Living Dead dolls. You got the Addams Family with Fester and It.
That's just weird.
I think so, too. God, look at that. He's actually got real hair. That's disgusting. Makes me think it's real hair. Tim Curry. All right, then you got jumping into Marvel. We got the Ghost Spider in the 1/12 scale. I'm not liking this one.
You don't like it?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't think the outfit fits her very well. I think it's a little too thick. We was talking about Spider-Man or Superman's being too thin. I think this is a little too thick. Last super shredder they had. Nice.
Yes, Wesley, I am proud of you.
And then you have a big one here. Probably my favorite of day 3 is the Gaslight Batman. Is that what it's called? Gaslight? Gotham by Gaslight's what it's called. What do you think? You like that one? No?
I mean, I think the design is cool. I don't personally like gaslight stuff, but
This
I
is
think
probably the 20th Batman Mezco is done, so they've definitely got a lot of them out there.
who's done more, McFarlane or Mezco?
McFarlane has, just because of the fact that you've got all those Dark Knight's death metal stuff and everything.
Arlene Robles says, "Do you have Conan big figures?" I don't know what that is.
Is that the Conan the Barbarian?
It's not. Arlen did not spell it like Conan the Barbarian. It's spelled with a K.
And if you're talking about big figures, you're talking about the Super 7 Ultimates. Then you have the Ultraman figure. Pass. And then you have another Rumble Society. And this guy's spray painting something on the wall, so it has nothing to do with water. He's got blue skin. He's got his mask on so he doesn't get the fumes. I don't know what this stuff is. And then we have my favorite of the day, Destro.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I like the two options right there.
Yeah, the different faces. I don't think I've ever seen Destro's teeth like that.
That looks good.
It looks really good. This is probably, again, this is my number 2 for the weekend behind the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
You still got Wolverine up there, or you?
Yeah. I like this. He's a little too thick for me for Destro. I feel like Destro's a little taller and thinner.
Maybe 3 3/4 inches or something like that.
I still say it's hard to beat the Classified Series Destro. That to me, that is a great figure.
Oh, it is. I love that figure. I love it. But they all have the same molds, you know. They have, I mean, not the same molds necessarily, but they're pretty much all the same size. I think Gung Ho might have a little bit more size, and maybe Roadblock is a little bit bigger, I guess. I like this. This was my number 2. Like I said, Fantastic Four still got me because I'm a Marvel fan. But G.I. Joe is my. Is that me? G.I. Joe is awesome. All right, so that is it for the Mezco. I think that's. Let me jump into the NECA Loot Crate just real fast, and then we'll be done.
Tomas, glad you could make it. Better late than never.
Or do you want to talk about your? While I'm getting that up, you want to talk about your polo real quick, Phil?
Oh yeah, so yeah, guys, everybody in the chat, check out. Well,
hang on,
check it out. There it is. So everybody in the chat, check out this poll I did. When you watch toy hunt videos, what?
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing that?
Not doing it.
Okay. When you watch toy hunt videos, what is your favorite locations for hunters to film? Leave comments explaining your response if you could. So I was very surprised by this, actually, that Walgreens and GameStop literally, combined for 4%. Target, I kind of expected. I expected Walmart to be higher. I kind of figured that brick and mortar toy shops would be probably the lesser of the three big ones there, because when I go to brick and mortar toy shops, those aren't typically in everyone's area, where Targets and Walmarts are. But, luckily the toy shops that I go to, most of those guys do ship. So I know a lot of my subscribers have hit me up and, like, hey man, I hit up Back in Time, or I hit up Gamers Alley, or I hit up whatever. And they was able to ship stuff to me, so I just thought this was cool. Wanted to share it kind of in this live stream, and I was going to actually go out and post it on my Instagram now that it's kind of, for the most part done now that it's been out there for a day or two. And, the way I would probably, rank these myself, I'd go brick and mortar first, Target, Walmart, GameStop, Walgreens.
That's what I go, just because with brick and mortar, you find so much more. Because you get to go old school, and you get to go with the new stuff, because, like Jimmy over at Back in Time, he's got the new stuff and the old stuff. You got it over at Gamers Alley, So,
the cool thing about going in a brick and mortar toy shop, and all my toy hunt buddies that are in our chat right now, they can fill me on this. When you go to Target or Walmart, you don't know what you're going to get. You could waste 2 hours of your day driving to Targets and Walmarts and never find a single thing. But if you walk in a brick and mortar toy shop, you are going to find something that you want. Yeah, you may pay a little bit of a premium on it, which I still think is fair. At a toy shop, they got to make their money. So I feel like it's fair. It saves you the hassle of not being able to find this stuff or whatever. But yeah, brick and mortar toy shops for me is I have a lot of fun going to those.
I miss Toys R Us too, guys. It's oh gosh.
Oh yeah, and KB, Jerry was saying KB Toys. That was a good one too.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like every time I see Target, it's the same thing over and over. And yes, you do find new stuff every so often, which is most of the stuff probably most of us are looking for. But just I think most of us are in this because of nostalgia. I know Zach's younger generation, so he kind of has to live off of my nostalgia, really. But,
I would say, for me personally, since don't have that much nostalgia for the vintage stuff, I enjoy more of Target and Walmart. Because, I like seeing the newer stuff. I still have appreciation for the vintage stuff, but it's not there for me.
Yeah. I know when we walked in that one store and you saw the vintage Thundercats after you binge watched that whole show, you were excited about that though. So
those were cool to see.
The Super 7 has given us a way more awesome version.
Mm-hmm.
And Talisac has a good point. You don't mind the premium if it's not still on the shelves, and I think that's where you've just got to sit back and weigh from a personal standpoint. I've done it both ways, Talisac. You've talked a lot on toy hunting. There's times where there's just things that I just don't want the hassle and the stress and frustration of trying to find. I walk in a toy shop, pay $20, $30 more than I would in a toy store. And that's worth it to me to save, the hundreds of miles on my vehicle sometimes. But at the same time, there's a lot of us, I'm one of them as well. I toy hunt enough that I do find a lot of the newer stuff at retail, and sometimes I go and I buy something at a toy shop, pay the premium, and then go find it at retail.
And kick yourself.
Yeah, the other day, these right here, matter of fact, literally, these right here I bought at Needless Toys, right? So I paid about, I think I paid $30 a piece, so $60 for the two. Less than a week later, I walk in Walmart and find both of them at retail. So it's just kind of like if I would have been patient, I'd have found them at retail. Now I've got two sets of the Young Bucks. One at retail price and another at a 70% markup or whatever. So
yep.
It depends. It's just based on the teacher's own. It's based on the buyer and what you feel comfortable paying for stuff. And if you don't like the prices at a toy shop, then you don't pay it. You just keep hunting and being patient,
Yeah. Finding something in the wild. I hardly ever do. I usually take my wife with me on my toy hunts, which is very, very rare. And it's like, I'm like, why do you spend so much time out shopping, Phil? It's crazy. You can't do that kind of stuff. It's horrible. And then I finally found my 2 Triceraton infantrymen, and I was like, oh, this is fun. So.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to jump into Loot Crate here, and we'll be done here. So here's the Loot Crate, NECA Loot Crate stuff with the TMNT. You got your Crate 1, which they showed off the figure here of Danny Pennington. And I remember him, but is he big enough in the movie to be a figure yet, Phil?
Well, I think it's another one of those situations where it's kind of like NECA's got to be careful to not just blow all their A-list and B-list characters right out of the gate, so they've got to offer some, this is a D-list character. Danny was in the first movie, he was kind of a little jerk, running around with his little headphones on. I think his dad, I want to say his dad was maybe April's boss or something like that. Or I don't know. Somebody, y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It's been 6 months or a year since I watched the first Turtles. But yeah, I'm kind of like Wesley here. It's not a big hit for me, but I want it because I'm trying to be a little bit of a completionist with the movie stuff.
Mhm.
So
But at the same
yeah, that's for whenever you rewatch this, you can read about what's going on with this Danny figure. Go ahead, Zach.
I was going to say, but at the same time, you got to think about Loot Crate, and I feel like that's sort of their route to put more random, obscure characters in that.
So yeah, definitely. If you notice when this write up here, they say that those figures like the bunny, Bebop and Rocksteady, are going for up towards up $300. So will this hit that same type of scale with this kind of figure?
I don't think so. I don't think this one will.
Will this hit the Spirit of Splinter price range?
No, I'm thinking this will be a $75 to $90 figure probably, if I had to guess.
So what do you think of the likeness?
It's okay. I think it's pretty close.
All right, so that's crate number 1 for the Danny Pennington. Really strange. Here's them making it.
One cool thing about Loot Crate that they do, like with these TMNT lines, is you don't have to guess what you're getting. So I appreciate that. It's not like a lot of Loot Crates where it's like you just subscribe to it and you get something in the mail and you just hope for the best. Like at least they give you a hint of what it is so you can know if you want to drop your $50 on it,
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about the other movie teas here in a second, but there's just a scale shot of him beside Splinter. Is Splinter that tall? Dang. Here he's beside Casey.
I like his scale. Scale looks good.
And so March 23rd is your date to order this stuff by to secure your spot. So that's movie crate 1. Crate 2 is an arcade version. Armagon. I have never heard of Armagon. Is that something you've heard of, Phil?
I didn't know much about him. And I don't collect the video game stuff. That's the only stuff I don't collect for Turtles. So I passed on that one.
He looks really cool if he comes out anything like what the pictures look like here of him online that I found. Come on, work. I'm pulling this over here. There he goes.
We did not get the bunny set, Talisac. I don't think any of us did.
No, none of us did. Didn't want it, but I'm kind of kicking myself now for what it's going for.
Yeah, but we couldn't have really got both of them anyway because we didn't get the other stuff.
True.
That's Talisac right there.
Talisac. That is amazing.
Wesley just said he was in the Tournament Fighters game, and I played that game a good bit. For some reason, I don't remember him, or maybe he just looked a little different from this, but that does look kind of cool right there, to be honest with you.
Armagon. I'm sorry. I don't know if I said the name right. Armagon is who this is.
Yeah.
Dang it. Stop doing that. All right, I'm going from here instead. So there's another shot. I'm assuming possibly type video game look. You think so?
That's very Street Sharkish as well.
Yeah, it is, totally.
Well, they've kind of been doing, I think they kind of do like video game, movie, retro, Mirage. So, yeah, I would say this is their video game figure for the line,
Yeah.
But
All
typically when we get it in video game, we turn around and get it in cartoon.
Yeah, that's kind of the crazy part, yeah.
Was he in the cartoon?
I don't remember him at all.
I don't
Crate 3, Mirage Comics Shredder here, Mutant Shredder. So there's your Mutant Shredder. I don't remember that at all, but I didn't read a lot of the comics, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. That was from Mirage.
That's Mirage, yeah. So that's kind of interesting. And then crate 4 is your cartoon Donatello Dark Knight. Is that what it is? Donatello Dark Turtle?
Yeah, I am so excited about that. That was one of my favorite episodes as a kid.
Yeah, they all dressed up as superheroes?
No, just Donatello.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's that one. So that's the other one that you have pre-ordered.
Yeah. Yeah. Donatello kind of went rogue in that one. Kind of got a little bit dark and went rogue.
Yeah, I want that one for sure.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then your bonus is a figure called Scrag.
Yeah, so he was a human guy. Yeah, there you go. You got a picture of him there. He was a human guy that kind of was messing around with Bebop and Rocksteady early on.
So I don't know, can't tell with the silhouette here. Zach thinks it's the human form, and I guess if you look at his gloves there, then yep, looks like it probably is because he's got regular hands and not claws. So it's probably the human form.
Yeah, I'm thinking human form.
But I mean, if we got some interchangeable parts, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, I mean they did it with Vernon.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. In fact, they could reuse the Vernon hands, the Vernon forearms for him.
Probably.
They just need a new head sculpt.
So Wesley, you don't want the cartoon, just the comic and video game? Oh no, you tell me where they're from. Okay.
Yeah, you're saying that the what's his name, Armor,
Armor.
Yeah, that he's not from the cartoon, but just the comic and video game.
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing was leaked today was this picture of Splinter as a rat at the hand of his master Hamato Yoshi.
Oh, okay.
And so did he take his master's name? Because I always heard Splinter's name was Hamato Yoshi.
He took his master's name. Let's see. I'm trying to remember now. Laka, yeah, you can just get one. You can. So I chose two of them, but you can pick and choose from the 4 loot crates.
But the only thing with that is you won't get the Scrag figure. So you wouldn't the bonus figure. You have to get all 4 to get the bonus.
Yeah.
And they're $50 each plus shipping. Right?
Yes, $10 shipping.
Whew.
Yeah, $49.99, $10 shipping. So Hiroko Saki was Shredder, right?
Oroku Saki was Shredder, yes.
And then Hamato Yoshi was Splinter's master's name in the movie. Yeah.
So here's that 2/3 pack or whatever you want to call it. You know, that they got the tease for a while back showing Splinter in his cage and Hamato Yoshi versus Oroku Saki.
Yeah.
You gonna buy that?
Probably so.
All right, guys. So I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. I think we had a pretty good discussion on everything. I enjoyed it.
Especially being the first one. Went smooth for our first one.
Yeah, not too bad for the first one. I got a couple screen issues I'm going to have to work out for next time, but pretty much I thought it went pretty well. I enjoyed the conversation with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. With the Mezco Fair, I thought it was cool. Hot Toys were amazing. Marvel Legends were exciting because we needed some Marvel Legends news. I feel like we had everything that had been announced. Did we? Yeah, we pretty much had everything that had been announced up to that point, hadn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's definitely exciting to get new news. Hopefully, we're going to get another Fan First Friday for maybe G.I. Joe next, and because we're kind of lacking on some G.I. Joes. I'd love to see some of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
And get out there and find your NECA TMNTs at the Targets. Looks like the frogs are starting to hit, maybe. Yep.
Cool.
West Coast, right?
I think so, yep. And I don't think there's really much out there to find Legends-wise. What else are you looking for right now, Phil?
There just ain't a lot, man. That's why I've been killing the toy stores. It's just, a couple AEW figures I'm still looking for. There's not a lot out there. Transformers don't really have anything going on right now. Everything I'm buying pretty much is online. I bought some Storm Collectible stuff this week. I don't know. I have a haul video coming, in the next day or two. I got a bunch of boxes I need to get opened up. So,
see, that's where Action Figure Expert. That's where I got confused because I could have sworn in the movie Splinter was Arakusoki himself. So, I'm sorry, I said the name wrong, didn't I? Hamato Yoshi himself. House of X is starting to hit the stores on the West Coast. Okay, that's something big.
Yeah.
We enjoy our House of X wave. We just actually got our Hellfire goons in from Hasbro Pulse, so that was cool. I'm still waiting on the Hellfire box set. Of course, we're waiting on the Sentinel, which will hit probably summertime
Yes, sir.
We are
And the NECA cartoon diorama.
diorama. I'm really excited about.
Yep.
That'll completely change the way our collection looks right there.
It will.
So, guys, I appreciate y'all joining us tonight. We will definitely do this again. This was an enjoyment. Hope you guys go and subscribe to all the channels. Hit that notification bell so you're aware of any new videos that we have. And check us out, ZacJacDan and ManCave Collectible Reviews on Instagram as well. And, we're growing as channels, so hopefully you guys will continue to grow with us. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you guys later.